Hi guys, welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm going to be propagating my plants, well some of them, and that's pretty much it. I don't know what else I'm supposed to say here. I'm just going to be propagating them. I'm going to show you how I propagate them. I'm even doing my monstera. I'm going to do it, just a little piece, not the whole thing, just a little piece, so chop. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. And then this plant right here, yep, that one, the vining one. And I think some of my other plants, like there's one that's dying, right here, that I'm going to propagate to try to save it. So, because it was not cheap and it just did not do well into the move. So yeah. I said this, but this is my prop box right here. So what it is polyfill, and the water is filled up to here. If I put it in a glass of water, I found for me, every single time my plants rot. But if I do this, I can root them really well. So this is what I do. People usually use moss and keep it like damp so it's humid, but this works for me. Just try whatever works for you. I can't put it in a glass of water. It always dies no matter what. It'll root a little bit and then the stem just rots every single time for me. I've tried so many times. But this has worked for me a lot. And because this plant's kind of ugly right now, that's why. Because it's got no leaves on top and some of the leaves are dead. That's why I'm propagating it, is I'm going to repot it and make it look prettier at some point, but let me propagate and have more leaves because I don't have that many of certain leaves. So the first thing I'm going to do before I change my mind is I'm going to chop my monstera. I have these Westcott scissors. They're just like in the business section of Walmart. Like I put rubbing alcohol on them so they're nice and clean. Let's do it. Here's my monstera. So I'm going to find one that's not growing as many. Like this one produced a good leaf. I think this one right here. Oh, it's got this new leaf right here. I think this one is the one I'm going to chop because it's really ugly. And I'm going to chop it. Oh, it's producing a leaf right here too. I have a lot of these. Oh, wait, what took it? I decided that it's this one because it has the least new growth. This one only has 2. This one has like a lot. I don't know how many. I'm going to chop right here. There's a new growth right there, so this will be a great spot too. I did it! It's too late. Okay, that's a dead leaf, you know. I'm just going to chop this right here. I want to chop on this green. Alright, so here's the stem right here. It has these 2 beautiful leaves. But the thing is with these leaves is that they are not like really new, but they're decently new, so they're a little bit established. And I think that's better. And right here's a roots that's not looking so good. So I'm gonna keep mama plant together. There you go. Beautiful. I was sitting here like thinking, do I chop the other one too? I'm deciding against it because I'm going to see if I can propagate this, because I suck at propagating monsteras, and I'm going to be doing it in water because of how a monstera is. So I'm going to test that out, and so that is why I'm going just to chop one, because if it dies, hey, it was just one piece that died. If I did 2 and 2 died, I would be very upset. So we're just going to do the one. Okay, so I'm doing 0.5. I think that would be better for this. I gotta clean up because I have like dead plant pieces. So let's pick up these really long pieces. And we're gonna definitely chop these off right now to a length. Okay, so we have these. So right here, what I have is this one is a golden pothos. Same with, oh no, this one's a Brazil. Oh, wait a second, they're all tangled. This one is a Brazil plant. It's very lengthy. I want it to be like pretty. And then this one is another golden pothos. Look how big that leaf is though. And look at this new growth that's gonna die off. So sad. But it's got to be done, right? Alright, let me set this off to the side real quick. Okay. Now I do want more of this plant, so I'm actually gonna chop this one pretty high up, because I want a lot of babies from this one. Like that. Put those in the trash. They didn't all make it. Okay, cool. Love that for me. Have a dog bowl in my way and my humidifiers in my way. Let's do another Brazil. And I need a Mican. So let's try to cut a different Brazil stem, I think. I want to try having these grow up. I need to find my moss poles in order to do that. Here's this. I had to make sure I was recording, so I was like, imagine if I wasn't recording. What was the Mican? Because the Micans are not looking too good. I'm not even sure if they're alive anymore. This is one of my Micans. Yeah, it's definitely dead here. I think. Yeah, it's not a live root there. Okay, that one's dead. This is a dead piece right here. Kind of cleaning up my plant too a little bit. The dead piece. And my stomach is killing me. Oh man. Okay, so all my Micans are dead. Man, look at all this growth here. It looks like they all didn't make the move. That's probably why they're. But this is very leggy here. So let's cut this to here. Because it's just one leaf with a bunch of stem here. We're gonna definitely propagate that. What else we got going on? Yeah, I'm gonna have to sit down with this. I want to try propagating as much as I can, just because I'm going to plant all these. There's another piece of mica and it all dried out. And where's another good piece of my golden here? Such a small baby. How's it looking like in the pot? We'll chop it. It's not looking too good in the pot. The stem might be dying. Beautiful though. It's a beautiful plant. It's my favorite. Reminds me of this one teacher I had because she had a pot and had one of these. The reason why I got the neon pothos is because of this teacher, because she had it in a pot and I said, that is the most beautiful plant I've ever seen. And so I think of her or something. Okay, so this is a very long piece too. Looks like I'm just going willy-nilly, but I'm trying to like move them around. I'm trying to see which ones are dead. Like all my Mican, which is very sad that all my Mican looks dead. I'm gonna check off camera though. This piece right here is a Mican. It looks like it's still kind of alive, so I'm gonna try to propagate and see if I can save it. All right, now we are going to be moving on to this plant here. It looks like there's some new growth. So any pieces that look like new growth, like look, this piece wasn't even attached anywhere, and it's looking sad. So we're gonna put this one off to the side. I'm propagating the succulents in a different thing. You'll see later what I'm doing. But any piece that looks like it is thriving, I'm going to keep on this plant. But most of them are not thriving. This plant too. This plant was so beautiful. I think I dried it out. No, it's still moist in here. Got a lot of dead leaves though, that's for sure. Still moist. I don't know if it's just dormant and that's why. Let's just put it up here. That's fine. It's tilting. This piece is being attached. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna have to like go through these and see what's dead and what's not. Okay. See, these are 2 new growth sites. I think I could salvage this piece right here. It's mostly dead. So I'm keeping all the growth pieces. Another piece that's not attached or easily is falling off clearly is not good enough for me. So we're gonna work through here, picking out some of the dead stuff. This dirt is quite moist. I did water it recently. Yeah, this is having good growth. This piece is looking kind of sad. Let's just chop it. Okay. Alright. This piece will we'll try to save this piece too. In this whole pot, these are the only 3 pieces that I could salvage right here. I'm going to clean up the top of this pot because there's a bunch of dead leaves and stuff. And then I'm going to try to, I think I'm going to cut these shorter because they're just so long. Like this one is just, I don't know if you guys can see how long that is. So I think I'm going to try chopping it just so they're all about this length. And try putting some back into this pot and see if it will. I don't know if I should unpot this and repot it into some new dirt and stuff. I don't know. Some death right here. We'll see. Okay, so what I ended up doing is I did chop one little piece, but then I just wrapped it around here. So yeah. Elephant bush, that one that was all stringy that I moved out of the way. I'm going to try to propagate it. So I took 2 pieces off just now. I'm going to try to see if I could save that. I don't know if it's just dormant because winter. I'm hoping that's the reason why it looks so sad because it was very beautiful before we left. But I'm going to try to propagate these. I'm going to have to Google how you do it, but I just cut 2 pieces off. So, I have this vase here, and that's what I'm going to put the monstera in. I need to let all the plants get that hardening around where I cut it off. So, this is going to be a tomorrow problem. And with the other ones, like the pothos and philodendrons, I'm going to cut them so they have like 2 nodes of roots. And then I'm going to let those harden. Same with the jade plant that I cut up, the vining jade plant. I can't remember what it's called, but it is a jade plant. I'm going to chop it up a little bit, probably into like this size pieces, and let the ends harden. Just quick recording. So I have these, some of them are 2-inch, but I have a couple that are not 2-inch, 2 nodes, which if you don't know what nodes are, they're right here, this root, and then right here, this root. So everywhere there's a leaf for this type of plant. Some of them, like this one, is a 1-node plant. It just depended on how, oh, it's actually a lot more, or whatever. Some of them are 1 nodes somewhere. It just depended on if they were very leggy and like the stem was very long, if they're 1 nodes, because I didn't want to have such a long stem still. So some of them are cut shorter. And what I'm going to do is put them in my little prop box thing here. Okay. Alright, so that was absolutely exhausting. And I did some other stuff. So, I'll show you right here is the prop box. I'll show you another clip when I get on the shelf. And then this is the other prop box. So, oops, my finger's in the way. Basically what I did is that's polyfill and water. I put them all in, roots down. And then I pretty much did the same thing with this one except for it's dirt. And for care, I'm going to make sure that has a decent amount of water in it at all times. And this one, I'm going to mist every few days. Not every few days. It's going to be like a couple times a week. And then also, don't mind my gloves. But, so I repotted this plant too into all these babies. And if you believe it or not, all of these fit just in this container with this one and this in there. They all fit together before I propagated, and now they're separated. So I'm gonna let those grow. Then for my monstera here, I stuck it in the glass vase with the root in the water. I'm gonna switch out the water every 2 days, maybe every day. I have to check, I'm not 100% sure. And see if I can propagate it this way, hopefully, because that's the way I hear people say is the best way, so let's try.